Hi, this is Landy with Peak Possibilities, and today I want to talk about bedwetting. Now, bedwetting impacts 5 to 7 million children in the United States. That's a huge number. So if your child is experiencing bedwetting, I want you to know that you are not alone. And the next thing I want you to know, it is not your fault, and it is not your child's fault. It is not psychological. There is something physically going on with your child's body to cause the bedwetting. So let's talk about some of those causes. So one cause could be interoception. So your interoception is your child's ability to recognize and understand what the signals are going on inside the body. So this is the urge to pee, the urge to poop. If your child is not recognizing those signals, not being able to hear and follow through with those signals inside their body, this can create dysfunction. The next one, and it's big, is constipation. So constipation impacts so many people in our society, and it is one of the leading causes for bedwetting. Now, constipation, what happens is that your child isn't going poop, so the stool keeps backing up and backing up and backing up into the rectum. The rectum then stretches, and this creates what's called a megarectum. Now, as the rectum stretches, it then encroaches into the space of the other pelvic organs, the bladder. So as it's pushing into the bladder space, as the bladder naturally fills throughout the night, it no longer has the same expansion space, and so it causes the leaks. So constipation is huge, and constipation can be a tricky one to treat. And so this is one that if you suspect constipation, we need to be talking to your pediatrician and a pelvic therapist so that we can get your child on a plan to get rid of the constipation, keep the constipation gone, and be able to help your child get back to dry nights. The next one is bladder dysfunction. Now, this can be your child does not pee during the day, and so the bladder can stretch out too. Stretched out muscles are not as effective in fully voiding, so there can be residual void in the bladder. It is not as good at sensing what is going on with the bladder. And so if your child is one that holds it throughout the day, this can be create issues that can create bedwetting. The other side is if your child is going to the bathroom like every 30 minutes, they're training their bladder to go every 30 minutes. So it's as it fills, instead of being able to fill up to capacity, it's filling just a little bit and saying, "Ooh, I'm ready, I'm full," but it still has a lot of space. So that overactive bladder can create issues as well. So interoception, constipation, some kind of bladder dysfunction that's going on, or pelvic floor dysfunction is another one where the pelvic floor is maybe too tight, has difficulty relaxing, your child has difficulty controlling or feeling their pelvic floor. So those are 4 causes. There are other causes, but those are 4 main causes for constipation. If you know, for constipation, for bedwetting, if you suspect your child has constipation, a bladder issue where we're going very frequently, or we're holding it all day, or you're experiencing bedwetting, your child's experiencing bedwetting, it really is time to get help, because there is help, and being able to work hand in hand with a pelvic therapist and your pediatrician to be able to get your child dry, we have to first figure out the underlying cause. That's hard to do on your own. So help is here. Use an expert team to figure out what's going on and causing the bedwetting, and then have a step-by-step plan so that you can get help and follow through as you need. So you have support in me if you'd like to help your child get their urinary and bowel issues under control. I'd love to help you. Give me a call, and we'll talk to you soon. Landy Peak with Peak Possibilities.